Good afternoon, everybody. It's Pastor Shannon. I thought maybe we would do an announcements video every time I do my sermon video. So this is the announcements for March 22nd, 2020. I first want to tell everyone thank you for all the help that they have given me. One, getting this channel up, the support that I'm getting for this channel, the information I'm getting from different people on who I should contact and who needs a little bit extra. Please keep that information coming to me so that I can do that. I want to thank Becky and let her know how much I appreciate that she is working with the kids in West Fork to touch base with the care center folks and maybe getting a little bit more active in writing letters or different things like that. And for both congregations, I would really encourage you at this time. I know many of you are used to going to visit the family that you have in the care center and can't do that right now. But I would encourage keeping the phone calls up as much as possible. And even if you don't have family there, please give them a call anyway. Give somebody a call, send them a note, do something in the mail. I myself am going to be sending out letters once a week, once every couple weeks, depending on how all this lasts. Just to touch base with people and let them know that we are thinking of them in the care centers and we're praying for them and that they are a big part of our family, that we want them to know how important they are to us. Another note that I want to address are offering and tithes. We have had a tremendous amount of questions on exactly how do we do that now that we're not face-to-face in church. So what I would like to encourage is if you want to send that in now, you are more than welcome just to send it to the church. Just make sure that it's denoted to either Sheffield First or West Fork. The treasurers in both churches will handle what happens to it after that. We would encourage not to send cash at this time, just for the security factor of that. The other part is if you make a check every week, continue to make that check every week, and then when we're able to get back together, then you can just put them in the offering plate when we're back together face to face. Thank you for thinking of that. The church finances are, of course, always something that people aren't quite sure how to respond to or address. So for those of you that have reached out, thank you for that. However you want to handle your normal offerings, both churches thank you and support whatever you do at this time. Please make sure, because of the uncertainty, that you are also taking care of your family at this time. Prayers and concerns are something that I want to try to continue as we do these announcements. We've had a lot of great joys right now. I announced on Facebook, and I will continue to do a lot more Facebooking. If you happen to have Facebook, check that out. Micah's brother is home and he is safe, and we are so grateful that God brought him home. So that is a huge joy that we heard this week. The UMW women donated at Sheffield, the UMW women at Sheffield donated funds to the West Fork First so that they can keep running as well. I know I touched base with Mary Lawfer, and the funds at Sheffield that we have designated for that mission will be used to continue to help that mission. So great opportunities there. Also, for all of you that work at the food pantry, totally different time and a different type of situation that you had to deal with in this last Thursday, but amazing. Thank you for taking that time and working with that food pantry and getting the food out to the people who really need it right now. In regards to concerns, the only one I have at this point that I would like you to continue to add to your prayers would be Larry Tull. Larry Tull had some surgery in the past couple weeks and was in the hospital. Just this morning, I heard that he was moved to ICU. I don't have any other information than that, but if you could please add them to the prayers that you are continuing for our congregation, it would, of course, be much appreciated. Life in our household is going great. Mari and I are doing well together. We haven't had too many interactions that were not all that positive. Mari currently is not, of course, working at the school, as I am not. Kohl's as well closed, so she is not working there as well. So, those uncertainties for her at her age are a little bit scary. But everything really is going well. My mom, many of you have texted me and asked me how my mom is doing, and my mom is doing well as well at this point. Of course, she's a little bit stubborn, as I have told most of you, and keeping her inside has been a challenge. Hopefully, as we continue on with what we're doing in our cities, what we're doing in our counties, what we're doing in our state and in our nation, we can continue to get a hold of this virus. And I heard, somebody said it's an invisible enemy, and it definitely is an invisible enemy. You just don't know. So stay home, stay safe. Some of you can't stay home. So do your best at following all those guidelines that the CDC has sent out. Wash your hands, don't touch your face, sanitize as much as you possibly can. And know that we're praying for everybody out there right now. Please let me know, again, if there are any questions, concerns, prayer requests that you would like to have us talk about. I have no problem doing an extra video in the middle of the week if we need to get out an urgent prayer request. Right now, please know that God is with each and every one of us. He is watching over us, and that there's a song out there that it has to do with fear and your faith being over your fear, and that is what needs to happen for all of us right now. So take care of yourselves and watch the sermon video.